Most of our youth that get college educations and leave school, they don't come back because there's nothing here to come back to. You know, it's sad but true, and it's been that way for years.
We saw a lot of this in the 80s and 90s, where the community, all of our young people were leaving. You know, if you weren't a school teacher or a government employee, you were leaving because the dairy farm industry was dying and the stone business was starting and helping some small family businesses, but our young people were leaving in droves. I think it has a very large detrimental effect on the area because you don't have the energy, you don't have the passion, you don't have the entrepreneurs. We started this business because my son couldn't find a job to bring his family home. Now there's good jobs, there's engineering jobs, there's surveying jobs, there's mechanical jobs, rig jobs. They want local rig hands. Some of the local colleges are starting to give curriculum to that.
My first class, I had students from 18 to 58 in the class. Most of our students are in their 20s or 30s, and they are looking for a new career opportunity, change in their life, because they've been out of high school, they've been doing something. They may have a little college, maybe a job doing construction or something, and they're either underemployed or they're now unemployed in seasonal employment, or they're dead-ended. They've maxed out already at what they can earn in a field like that. And the choices in Pennsylvania before this gas boom were very slim.
Unless you were staying on the family farm or had a family business, there really, or want to work in a quarry, there really wasn't a lot here. And to be honest, a lot of people were losing their farms or losing their land because they couldn't maintain it. Now I think informing students at a younger age, getting the middle school, is where they need to know about job opportunities that are out there, and then make sure they take the right courses to follow the scope and sequences so they have the academic skills when they leave. They're able to get what they call a family sustaining wage, which means they could stay in the area. And that, again, used to be a concern that students and parents had, that they'd like their children to stay in the area, but what was there here for them?
It's physically a beautiful area. The Endless Mountains are gorgeous. 4 distinct seasons, and I don't like the winters anymore, but I loved them when I was a kid. But it's a wonderful place to raise your family, and I think, if nothing else, the fact that now the young people can look forward and do that is worth its weight in gold. Or oil, or gas.
That's why everybody is in my classes. That's why they're here. They want a career that allows them to stay in the place they love. And you know, for decades, kids have been growing up, going to college, getting a degree, and going somewhere where there's a job in that field. But it hasn't been here, by and large. So this is a turnaround. This is a huge shift in the ability of people to look at an industry and say, I've got a future here. I could plan around it. Because the resource can't go to Mexico or to Guatemala or to Indonesia. This resource is right here. You want to develop it, you've got to drill wells in Pennsylvania, produce gas in Pennsylvania, invest in infrastructure in Pennsylvania, and then you have to have people take care of that, maintain that, produce it. All of those things make for long-term industrial jobs that pay well, that have a future, that are a career track. It could change all of the economic dynamics in this state. And I don't exempt them and say they don't have to be careful or do it right or do it well or be environmentally conscious. Every company has to do that. But I think the upside of this way outweighs any downside.
Young people can make a career here now, which they couldn't 3 or 4 years ago. And that, to me, is probably the single most important thing that Cabot and the whole industry has brought to the area.